Today I am going to talk to you about some of the myths and truths of the Bermuda Triangle. According to the Discovery Channel, over 1,100 people have lost their lives in these waters in the past decade, which is more than in any other U.S. coastal area. In order to understand the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle, one must first know a bit about its history and some of the possible conditions which can be present at any given time while in it. By informing you of this, I hope to provide some proper context to help rid the Bermuda Triangle of its wrongful, deadly reputation. Everyone has heard of the Bermuda Triangle, and everyone has probably wondered what exactly the Bermuda Triangle is and why disasters have consistently occurred there. Being curious myself, I decided to learn about the mysteries surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. Today I will tell you about the history of the Bermuda Triangle, some of the most famous disappearances that have occurred there, and I will provide some theories as to why such disappearances occur in the Bermuda Triangle. Before one can hope to understand anything about the Bermuda Triangle, one must first know a bit about its history. In 1964, an author named Vincent Gaddis coined the term Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is an area bounded by points in Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico. So, Bermuda, Miami, Florida, and San Juan, Puerto Rico make up the bounds of the Bermuda Triangle. When Christopher Columbus was sailing his voyage to what he thought was to India, and he discovered America, when he was sailing through the area now known as the Bermuda Triangle, he noticed that his compass readings were very off. So, even Christopher Columbus noticed something was up with the Bermuda Triangle. And now that you know a bit about its history, you should know about some of the most famous disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. First is Joshua Slocum. He was the first person to sail solo, or to attempt to sail solo around the world. He was a very experienced sailor, and in 1909 he ultimately disappeared in a voyage to South America, which caused many people to attribute his death to the Bermuda Triangle. Another very famous disappearance in the Bermuda Triangle was the USS Cyclops, which was a 542-foot-long Navy cargo ship, which disappeared in 1918 while en route from Barbados to Chesapeake Bay. In 1941, two of its sister ships vanished without a trace along the very same route. And lastly, there's Flight 19, which was a training squadron of 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers, which disappeared in December of 1945. Before it disappeared, the flight radioed in several distress calls, but it was never seen or heard from again. In the same day, the rescue plane that was sent to try and find the squadron and its 13-man crew also disappeared. So now that you know about some of the most famous disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle, here are some possible explanations. Some theories include strange magnetic fields, time warps, and the lost continent of Atlantis, and alien abduction. But some more reasonable explanations are probably about the unpredictable weather in the Caribbean and Atlantic that can create quick and devastating storms and waterspouts. There are also compass variations within the Bermuda Triangle that even Christopher Columbus noticed. And today I have spoken to you about the history of the Bermuda Triangle, some of the most famous disappearances that have occurred there, and I have provided some possible explanations for the mysteries in the Bermuda Triangle. While it is easy to automatically claim that the Bermuda Triangle is some dangerous occult region that no one should ever enter, the fact is that statistically speaking, it is no more dangerous than any other bodies of water. Its odd conditions and possible sudden tumultuous activity can disrupt even the most experienced of navigators and cause disaster.